How to execute parallel execution in Cucumber. Okay. Next, what questions they will ask? Anyway, tags and hooks are default questions. So in tags there are two concepts. One is generic tags, and tagged hooks. So these are the questions they will ask on tags and hooks. Okay, hooks is generic tags and okay, hooks is generic. What is the concept of hooks? They will ask you. Okay. Ninth question. Any questions that I missed? So reporting part in Cucumber. Part in Cucumber. So how the reports will be generated and where we have to check the output reports and everything. Okay. And most important question, @Cucumber options. @Cucumber options means, see this one. See here I have written @Cucumber options. Tax is equal to, features is equal to, glue is equal to. So the same things, if it is JUnit, we are specifying in the properties file. So Cucumber glue is equal to, plugin is equal to, publish is equal to, features is equal to, dry run is equal to, monochrome is equal to. What is the meaning of this key? This section we can call it as a key, and this section we can call it as a value. So this section we are calling as a key, and this section we are calling as a value. So how we have to explain @Cucumber options in the interface, and @Cucumber options in testrunner.java class file. What are the importance of Cucumber options? So how do you execute scenarios? Simple question people are asking. How do you execute scenarios in Cucumber? What is the answer? By using testrunner.java class file, we can execute the scenario. That's it. And did I miss any of the questions? I think I have covered everything. Just a minute, let me cross check. Yes. What is background key section? Okay, let me write here itself. Background key section. Guys, tomorrow is the last class for Cucumber phase object model. I'm going to repeat third time. So just come ensure if you are having any doubts, don't miss the class for tomorrow. That's it. Okay. Scenario outline versus scenario outline. So this is the question people are asking. Scenario outline versus data table with column headers. So if they are asking scenario outline versus data table, means generally we will talk about data table with column headers. Okay. So understanding for data table means if anybody will ask a question, data tables with column headers they are asking. That's it. So what is the difference between scenario outline and data table with column headers? That's the one. And any other questions that I missed? So above are Cucumber topics and labs that I had given up to 6 we had completed, and 7th and 8th, and any other things that I missed. Behavior or test object. Hooks and examples. Okay. Okay, now let's discuss about the questions. Okay. So what is it? So first question, what is BDD? This is the question people are asking. Behavior driven development. Okay, everyone will tell this thing. After that, immediately. Behavior driven development. Why we are calling as a behavior driven development? Because the behavior is defining in a feature file by using keywords as, what are the keywords? Given, when, and then, but keywords. So that language is called Jerkin language. Okay. So that's why behavior is defining in a feature file, and those steps are implementing in a step definition.java file. And to execute the scenarios, we are using testrunner.java class file. So like that, the framework has been divided into three different components, so that it's easy to understand the framework very easily. So that's why this framework we are calling as a BDD, behavior driven development framework. So like that, you have to give the explanation. Okay, everyone will tell BDD means behavior driven development framework. The next explanation part, most of the people, 90% of the people, it will be, because the behavior is defining in a feature file by using keywords as given, when, and then, but keywords. In a feature file, it contains background key section, scenario section, and scenario outline section. Okay, so that's okay. Now we discussed about what is BDD. So here I was talking about behavior and test objective, some set of steps that we are defining. The behavior we are defining in a feature file to achieve particular test objective, and the implementation part we are implementing under step definition.java file, and to execute the scenarios we are using testrunner.java class file. So like that, the behavior is driving with corresponding step definition.java file. So that's why this framework we are calling as a behavior driven development framework. So like that, you have to explain in the interviews. Got it? So simply, if you are saying BDD, behavior driven development, and you are getting relaxed like this, nothing, it won't work out. You have to add something. You have to explain something. Okay. So first one is clear what is meant by BDD. Okay. So let's come back to the second point. What is the feature file? Now we need to talk. What is the feature file? Feature file contains some set of steps. Those set of steps are defined under scenario outline, under background key section, to achieve a feature file which can describe to achieve some particular test objective. Okay, in a feature file, I can write n number of scenario outlines. Okay, so a feature file contains sections as background key section, scenario section, and I can also write scenario outline. Okay, so like that, a feature file contains some set of steps. A feature file contains background key section, scenario section, and scenario outline section. Okay, so in a feature file, we will define the test objective. The test objective is defined in a scenario. The test objective is defined in a scenario outline. So that means a feature file contains background key section, scenario, and scenario outline. That's it, over. Okay, next point. What is scenario? This is the question they are asking. Okay, what we need to give the explanation? Scenario contains
common steps.
Some set of steps. Okay, 1 second. Scenario contains some set of steps, and it is executed only once with some predefined input values. That is known as scenario. Okay, okay, right. What is meant by background key section? Sorry,
Common steps in a test object.
online people, background
Common
people,
steps in a test object.
right? Common steps. Common steps can be executed for every scenario. So simply we can say background keys section contains common steps. Those can be executed prior to every scenario. Okay, so once background key section is executed, after that set of steps can be executed from scenario. Once background step is executed, after that set of steps can be invoked from the scenario outline. So generally what lines of code that we can write in a background key? Launching of browser, launching of application URL, such common lines of code we can write in a background key section or background key. Okay. A data table without headers, how you need to explain in the interviews? Data table without headers. See, I know that everyone understood concept. So at the end of the day, you have to explain in a proper format. That is important. Sir, I've done 10 times practice. I'm very comfortable, very strong. I don't want all that. How much lab you are done, that's anybody can do. That's not important. How you are explaining in the interviews is important. Okay. Data table without headers. How we need to tell in the interviews? A particular feature file in a scenario, a particular step contains multiple set of input values. In a scenario, if a step contains multiple sets of input values and without having column headers, okay, so that concept we can call it as a data tables without headers. And to read those input values in my step definition.java file, for that particular method, data table object will be generated. io.cucumber.data table object. Okay, and to read those values, I can write data table dot cells of list of string is equal to. Okay, so like that, how we are referring the syntax, what we have to tell. So here, so we have data table object can be generated. Data table dot cells of list of string. Okay, the list object is equal to, we have to write like that, and list object dot get of I dot get of 0, list object dot get of I dot get of 1. So like that, we can able to retrieve the parameter values from the feature of that particular step. So in data table without headers, the particular step only executed multiple times because it contains some set of input values. In data tables without headers, that particular step only, it can be executed multiple times. Okay, got the point? Right. So we haven't discussed about scenario outline. Okay, so how we need to describe about scenario outline? Got the point? How we need to tell in the interview? So first, break the points. Okay, so first let's figure out the things for scenario outline. So scenario outline contains set of steps. This point is common. Next, what it contains? Input data. Input data is defined examples. Input data is defined under example section. Okay, so now we are clear. Scenario outline contains some set of steps and input data is defined under example section, and example section contains multiple sets of input values. Okay, so now we need to articulate all steps can be executed multiple times for each set of input data as defined in the example section. Okay, so like that we can describe about scenario outline. So for every iteration, separate new session will be started and all steps can be executed, and after that your browser will be closed. Again for second set of input data, again for third set of input data. So scenario outline means the set of steps will be executed multiple times. Okay, for each set of input data. That is known as scenario outline. Okay, guys, you have to prepare definitions until unless if you are not preparing definitions, okay, you cannot get commanding. Okay, because whenever people are interacting with you, okay, whenever people are interacting with you, you need to tell what is the concept of scenario outlook. You have to explain what is the concept of scenario outlook. Understanding by yourself is it's not important. You have to express it in a nice scenario outline. Means it contains some set of steps. Input data is defining under example section. So these points are clear. You can tell those points clearly, and after that, in scenario outline, all steps can be executed multiple times, okay, as defined in the example section. So for each iteration, a new session will be started, and for the first set of input values, it can be executed. Again, the set of steps can be executed second time, and second set of input values can be executed. Again, third time, all steps can be executed for third set of input data. So like that, scenario outline can be executed. Got the point? Right. So data table without headers. How we need to begin the definition? How to begin the definition? Anyone? If a feature file in a feature file, a particular step contains multiple sets of input values. A particular step contains multiple sets of input values. Okay, a particular step contains multiple sets of input values, and you want to execute those input values multiple iterations, then we can go with data. Okay, guys, I will discuss these all things by tomorrow. Anyway, summary points. Just I want to complete it. 1 second. Okay, I will share these questions in June batch as well. Aruna will take session on regular labs part. Okay, so the second part of the interview discussion points I can discuss in tomorrow's class. Actually, I'm having some other meeting, so we'll continue this session by tomorrow.
Actions class అయిపోయింది కదా actions August batch అయిపోయింది alerts అవ్వలేదు okay all right, good morning everyone. So now I'm going to discuss a few little small topics for today because it's been quite a long session for now. So we are going to discuss about alerts. Can somebody close the doors, please? This one also. I don't want my voice to be heard outside. Thank you. Okay, alerts. So how do you handle alerts? What exactly is alerts? I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so I'm going to launch this URL. Okay. And after that, I am clicking on this run the demo. This link run the demo. Okay. So if I'm clicking on it, I am getting a pop-up. Web-based pop-up. Okay. This is a pop-up that is populated on the web page. Okay. So here it's asking me to enter something and then click on either OK or cancel. Until here, we can go ahead and inspect this particular web element and we can handle, okay, using some set of driver instructions. However, when I'm clicking on this run the demo, okay, when I'm clicking on this run the demo, I am going ahead and right clicking on this. I'm not getting any inspect option here, right? I'm unable to inspect this particular web element. Okay. So if in case your web page contains some pop-ups, alert messages, how do you handle with the help of Selenium? We are going to discuss in today's class. Okay. Now, we have written some set of driver instructions to open the Chrome browser and launch this URL. Okay. This is a demo website. Okay. So we have launched this URL. After that, I am taking link text of run the demo. I have to click on run the demo. So I am going ahead and taking link text of that particular web element. And then with the help of alert, okay, this is an interface. With the help of alert, we are writing it as alert is equal to driver.switch2.alert. Okay. Why are we writing driver.switch2.alert? Because once you click on this particular link, you are getting another pop-up, right? So from this web page, you have to go onto this pop-up, right? So in order to go onto this pop-up, I am writing driver.switch2.alert. Okay. And then I'm saying alert.send keys off. So whenever my alert box contains some information that needs to be inputted with some value. Okay, value a particular alert box lo manam pettali anante, we are writing it as alert.send keys off. And I'm saying this to be printed in that particular message box. Clear until here? Any questions? Okay. After this, I am saying alert.dismiss. When I'm saying alert.dismiss, that means I want to click on cancel button. Okay. If I write it as alert.okay, accept, then that means that I'm clicking on this OK button. Okay. So for now, we are clicking on alert.dismiss. So once you click on cancel, you are getting another alert box, which doesn't have any other option to cancel it. We have to accept it, hook or crook. Alert.accept రాయాల్సిందే ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ cancel button ఇంకొకటి లేదు కాబట్టి, right? So I have to click on OK. So I'm saying alert.accept. So what are the alerts? What are the actions that we are? Hello?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. While we clicking on cancel, why we need to write on particular name
Sorry, I didn't.
without mention? Yeah, without mention any name, can you write click on cancel?
Here. Yeah, you can write it. You can write it. This we have written like this because if you have to go ahead and handle alert by writing something on the web element, you can write it like this అని చెప్పేసి మేము ఇక్కడ పెట్టాము. Okay. Now,
Okay.
what are we doing? Run the demo వరకు ఇన్స్పెక్ట్ చేసి డ్రైవర్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ రాస్తున్నాము. దీని మీద క్లిక్ చేస్తున్నాము. చేసిన తర్వాత మనకి ఒక అలర్ట్ బాక్స్ యాడ్ వస్తుంది, పాపప్ బాక్స్. ఈ పాపప్ మెసేజ్ ని మనం హ్యాండిల్ చేయాలి అని అంటే ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ నేను ఈ పాపప్ మెసేజ్ బాక్స్ లోకి వెళ్ళాలి, రైట్? వెళ్ళాలి అని అంటే ఏం చేయాలి? alert dot sorry louder, you're correct. driver.switch2.alert, right? driver.switch2.alert అనగానే ఇక్కడి నుంచి ఈ పేజ్ కి వచ్చేస్తుంది, ఈ పాపప్ కి వస్తుంది. And it's asking me to enter some keys. I have to enter some keys, or you can leave it blank and click on cancel. Once you click on cancel, it's again popping up with a pop-up alert. ఇక్కడ accept చేయమని చెప్తుంది. alert dot accept మాత్రమే ఉంది. So I have to write it as alert dot accept. Clear? Any questions so far? Now let me execute this particular program. It clicked on run the demo. Okay. We have given some thread dot sleep here. So it's waiting for it and clicked on cancel, and it will go ahead and click on OK now. Clear enough? Okay. Any questions so far? Any questions, guys? Okay. Now, let me show you another example. This is a demo website. I'm going on to this. It's asking me delete customer form. Okay. And it's saying customer ID is ani ikkada edo ID istaru. And either you will click on submit or reset. If you click on submit, it's giving you a pop-up, right? Do you really want to delete this customer అని చెప్పి ఒక మెసేజ్ వస్తుంది, right? Now in this, the same way మనం అలర్ట్స్ ఇందాక ఎలా చేసాము, driver dot switch to dot alert అని చెప్పేసి దాని తర్వాత we are going ahead and managing with the help of alert dot accept or dismiss, right? But ఇక్కడ ఒక added on concept ఏంటి అని అంటే, if you want to get this message popped up in your console, ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ అప్పుడు ఈ మెసేజ్ మీకు కన్సోల్ లో రావాలి అని అంటే, ప్రింట్ అవ్వాలి అని అంటే, మనము డ్రైవర్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ రాసాము. కస్టమర్ ఐడి వచ్చేసి 53921. దిస్ కస్టమర్ ఐడి ఐ వాంట్ టు గెట్ ఇట్ డిలీటెడ్. ఓకే. అండ్ దెన్ ఐఎమ్ క్లికింగ్ ఆన్ సబ్మిట్. సబ్మిట్ అని కొట్టంగానే నాకు ఈ పాపప్ వస్తుంది. ఐఎమ్ హ్యాండ్లింగ్ దిస్ పాపప్ బై సేయింగ్ డ్రైవర్ డాట్ స్విచ్ టు డాట్ అలర్ట్. Because ఈ వెబ్ పేజ్ నుంచి ఈ పాపప్ కి వెళ్ళాలి అని అంటే, I have to write that particular instruction, driver dot switch to dot alert. Clear? అప్పుడు ఈ driver dot switch to dot alert అని క్లిక్ చేయంగానే it will come onto this pop-up box, message box కి వచ్చేస్తుంది. After that I'm saying string alert message is equal to alert dot get text off. So whenever I'm writing this line of code, that means whatever text message is there in that particular pop-up box, ఈ alert box లో ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో ఆ మెసేజ్ అనేది మనకి ఇక్కడ ప్రింట్ అయిపోతుంది. ఓకే. సో I want to get that printed in the console. So I've written system.out.println and I'm writing this message alert displayed as అని చెప్పేసి, ఏదైతే alert message మనం క్రియేట్ చేసుకుంటున్నామో, అదే ఆబ్జెక్ట్ రెఫరెన్స్ ఏదైతే క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నామో to get the text from the alert box, we are getting that message here. So ikkada manaki em ostadi, alert displayed as అని చెప్పేసి, do you really want to delete this customer అని చెప్పేసి డిస్ప్లే అవుతుంది console లో. And then I'm saying accept. Okay అని క్లిక్ చేస్తున్నా. Clear? So if I go ahead and execute this particular program, Mhm. 8 seconds ఇచ్చాము కానీ it is taking over 8 seconds కదా. దానికన్నా ఎక్కువ అయింది కదా. Let's see. still getting executed. Let's see. Okay, let me execute this one more time. I'm saying 5 seconds. It is still getting executed. సో ఇక్కడ alert displayed as అని చెప్పేసి మనం మెసేజ్ రాసుకున్నాం కదా, alert message అని చెప్పేసి తీసుకున్నాం కదా. So it's taking the message, whatever message that alert pop-up box contains, it's printing that particular thing in our console. ఎందుకంటే మనం system.out.println అని చెప్పేసి ఒక మెసేజ్ రాసాం, రైట్? Is it taking so much time? It didn't get terminated also. Instructions in the sense. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ మనం system.out.println అని చెప్పేసి alert message, ఈ alert message లో we are getting the text of that particular alert. Aim instructions we are just say, we are asking the system to, no, it should run actually.
మ్యామ్ తర్వాత మళ్ళీ స్విచ్ టు అలర్ట్ అని వెళ్ళిపోతుంది కదా మేడం.
ఎక్కడమ్మా?
లైన్ నెంబర్ 43 లో అలర్ట్ డాట్ డిస్మిస్ అని రాసాం కదా.
అవును,
అంటే అలర్ట్ ఫస్ట్ డ్రైవర్ డాట్ స్విచ్ టు డాట్ అలర్ట్ కదా, అలర్ట్ అంటే.
see first దీనికి వస్తుంది, then it is coming to here, we are getting this particular thing printed, getting it this particular text message, and then we are clicking on okay. We are not switching back to web page kada, ఈ alert box లో నుంచి బయటికి రావట్లేదు కదా.
ఓకే.
If we are coming out of this particular alert box somewhere here in this web page, we have to again write it to alert dot driver dot switch to dot alert, right? But we are still on this particular box kada.
అవును మేడం, అంటే అక్కడ అలర్ట్ ఇవ్వటం వల్ల మళ్ళీ స్విచ్ అయిపోతుంది కదా మేడం.
ఎక్కడ alert ఇచ్చాము? ఇక్కడనా?
లైన్ నెంబర్ 43 లో.
అవును, alert dot dismiss, we are asking that particular alert to be dismissed or accept.
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే.
Mm, ఏమి ఎర్రర్స్ కూడా రావట్లేదు. ఇట్స్ స్టిల్ వర్కింగ్, రన్నింగ్ ఇన్ ద బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్.
మేడం ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మేడం,
హైలైటింగ్ కి దీనికి సంబంధం ఏముంది?
మేడం ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మేడం,
మెసేజ్ వరకు వస్తుంది మా, మెసేజ్ వరకు వస్తుంది. ఇట్స్ నాట్ క్లికింగ్ ఆన్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ అలర్ట్ బాక్స్. క్లిక్ ఆపరేషన్ కి జావాస్క్రిప్ట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటర్ యూజ్ చేయమంటారా?
మేడం ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మేడం, టాపిక్ ఏంటి మేడం? నాకు ఐడియా రాదు.
సారీ,
టాపిక్ ఏంటి మేడం? అలర్ట్
అలర్ట్
నాకు ఇది కొద్దిగా అర్థం కావట్లేదు. ఈ టాపిక్ దేని మీద మేడం?
మీకు అసలు ఏం అర్థం కాలేదా? ఓకే, అలర్ట్స్ ఎలా హ్యాండిల్ చేయాలో అని మనము ఇప్పుడు చూస్తున్నాం అన్నమాట. అలర్ట్స్ అంటే ఏంటి అని అంటే, ఇప్పుడు ఒక పర్టికులర్ వెబ్ పేజ్ కి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడ మీరు ఒక కస్టమర్ ఐడి రాస్తున్నారు. ఇక్కడ వరకు మీరు ఇన్స్పెక్ట్ చేసేసి,
ఓకే,
ఇక్కడ వరకు మీకు ఇన్స్పెక్ట్ ఆప్షన్ వస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? ఇక్కడ మీరు వెన్ యూ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ద సబ్మిట్ బటన్, యు ఆర్ గెటింగ్ ద పర్టికులర్ పాపప్. ఈ పాపప్ వస్తుంది కదా, ఈ వెబ్ బేస్డ్ పాపప్ ని హ్యాండిల్ చేయడానికి మనం అలర్ట్స్ అనేది యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాము. ఎందుకంటే కనుక వీఆర్ నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు రైట్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ వెబ్ పేజ్, ది పాపప్ అండ్ ఇన్స్పెక్ట్. డ్రైవర్ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ రాయాలంటే ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ కావాలి కదా కంపల్సరీ వెబ్ ఎలిమెంట్. సో దీన్ని మనం రైట్ క్లిక్ చేసి ఇన్స్పెక్ట్ చేయలేము. సో అందుకు అలర్ట్స్ అన్న దాని త్రూ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ అహెడ్ అండ్ హ్యాండ్లింగ్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ పాపప్స్. పాపప్స్ ని హ్యాండిల్ చేయాలి అని అంటే, విండోస్ బేస్డ్ పాపప్స్ హ్యాండిల్ చేయాలి, వెబ్ బేస్డ్ పాపప్ హ్యాండిల్ చేయాలి అని అంటే వీఆర్ హ్యాండ్లింగ్ విత్ ది హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ అలర్ట్స్. ఓకే, అది alert డాట్ ఓకే అని రాస్తే అది యాక్సెప్ట్ అవుతుంది. alert డాట్ యాక్సెప్ట్ అని అంటే ఓకే అవుతుంది. alert డాట్ డిస్మిస్ అని అంటే క్యాన్సిల్ వస్తుంది. క్లియరా?
ఓకే, ఓకే మేడం, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
అర్థమైందా ఇప్పుడు?
అర్థమైంది మేడం, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
అమ్మా ఇప్పుడు ఫెయిల్ అయింది. లెట్స్ సీ. Chrome version, no search alert. Okay, it is taking time to. I'll get back to you guys with this one, guys. Okay na? ఒక్కసారి మీ సిస్టమ్స్ లో ఎవరైనా హ్యాండిల్ చేయండి. ఇది ఆరెంజ్ HRM 11 ఎవరికి ఉంది? Try executing this particular class and see if it is happening. Okay. Any questions guys so far? ఇంకెవరికైనా అర్థం కాలేదా టాపిక్? So let me summarize. Okay, so in order to switch from web page to alert box, we have to write driver.switch2.alert. Okay. In order to put some value in the alert box, you have to write alert.sendKeys off.